All right, welcome back to History and Coffee. I figured I would do a quick video today on some of the basics concerning percussion caps. Most people that are into, black powder shooting have pretty much, this is all real common knowledge, but a lot of people who are just getting into it, it's not stuff that's really out there so much because most people figure, oh, everybody knows this. But when I first got into black powder and percussion firearms, I couldn't tell the difference between musket caps and number 10s and number 11s, and so I figured I'd just do a brief overview. So starting on this side, this is a Remington number 11 cap. This is a Remington number 10 cap. And this is a Schusen musket cap. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but so the number 11 is probably the most common one you'll find around. It's used for pistols and some rifles. And the next one here, the 10, is generally just relegated to pistols, revolvers. The difference between these two. There's no difference between temperature or volume of gases, but there is the number 10 has a slightly longer skirt, and diameter-wise, the number 11 is just teeny, barely noticeably bigger. Now, I find that most things that take a number 11 will also take a number 10 and vice versa. For instance, I have a musket which has a number 11 nipple on it, and the number 10 fits on there just fine. You might have to push it down a little harder. Now the big difference here, the different one here is the musket cap. Now, of course, this is much larger, as you can see. Now there's a misconception that a lot of people they might put a number 11 nipple on their musket, or change the 11 out for the musket cap, and there's a belief that the musket cap is in fact hotter than the number 11, and so you get more reliable ignition, and that's not entirely true. It's all percussion caps burn at the same temperature. Now, there are some brands that are a little bit hotter. For instance, the RWS brand tends to be a little bit better than the Schusen, and the Schusen tends to be a little bit better than the CCI. I guess CCI a number of years ago dialed down their the heat or gas expansion of their musket caps, something to do with reenactors or something like that. I don't know the full story, but these both burn at the same temperature. The difference here is because this cap is larger, it has a larger volume of gases that it expels. So if you have something with a longer flash channel, like for instance a Sharps rifle, you might want to go with these musket caps, because that flame is the hot gas and flame is gonna get down in those 290-degree turns it has to make in the flash channel. Whereas something that's more inline or simple, like maybe a Springfield, you probably get away with these number 11s. And of course, it's just whatever is available in your area, whatever. But hopefully that, if you had, you're just wondering what the difference was. And these musket caps, now this one has 4 wings. There's also 6 wings, and there's ones with no wings. So if your gun takes musket caps, you want to look for the size, because sometimes they don't have the wings on them. If your gun says number 11 or number 10, you can really use either of these. It's just whatever you find. Now, there are some that have stubby little nipples on them that you might want to go with the 11s, but really fairly interchangeable. So hopefully, if you're just getting into muzzle loading, that helps clear up some of the confusion. And thanks for watching. I hope you learned something.